Okay, this is where I was locked up in there, right? And there was a road that wound around, and before, it had darkness there. And that's where I heard the arguing coming from, was behind these cells. So there must have been other rooms and different compartments in the back there. This part was rocky all the way through here, but there was cells, black cells going. As I came out, we walked down here, we came up around behind there, and I saw a skeleton saying, "Help me," okay, but it had muscle all over it, over the skeleton muscle, and it still had the eyeballs, and I said, "But I'm scared." As I said that, all her flesh grew back. Her flesh, fat, everything grew back, and I saw it's my Nana, and I run towards her to try and get her out. I'm ripping at the bars, doing everything I can. So I'm doing everything I can to get her out, but it's not working. I hear Jesus say to me, "You can't get her out." I hang my head, but I'm holding both bars, looking towards her, and I just hung my head like that because I just could not believe that I didn't want to leave her there, and I thought she was doomed, like we couldn't get her out. But then I have the keys, okay. I hear a pause also behind the cell, so she must have thanked him because I was waiting, and it felt like, oh, please hurry. And she holds my hand, and I look, and a garden opens up in the walls of hell, brown red. They were brown red, so a dead brown red looking colour, but that was the pathway, the trees on either side, lots of flowers all the way around beside the path. And as we walked, and immediately it became extremely bright, the trees, the flowers, everything started exuding blinding light, and each step was so freshening, like pure essence of God, presence of God, pure oxygen. And I heard the shoo, shoo, under my feet, like like the energy coming out of the flowers, coming out of the grass and into me, and just like freshing me. It was amazing, and it was so pleasurable. I really didn't want to leave. Like, I had a feeling though that I did not have the merit to go any further, and I hear my grandmother say, you have to go back, and I am like, I really don't want to go back, and I'm like, why? And yeah, I wasn't happy about it at all. And immediately a wall closes over me in front of my face, and I'm scratching on the walls, desperately scrambling. How do I get out of here? I was desperate to get out of that place. I didn't want to be in hell. And that's where the door closed over. And then, to my surprise, I look over, I see a ball of light, a ball of bronze flame, and there's there's stars sparkling behind the flames. So there's a ball of fire around the Lord. And then I go over to him, and he's looking down very solemnly, looking down, thinking of what to do. But he was standing sideways, and he didn't have the fire, the stars, that disappeared, okay? And I just saw him thinking like that. And the more I looked at him, the more handsome he got. So the more I looked at him, the absolutely spectacular good lookingness of his face was so beautiful, and it just grew more and more beautiful as I looked at him, and it blew me away so bad. But I says, wow, he's really handsome, and I get blown back from the awe of, I thought it was from the awe of how beautiful he was, but I'm not sure if the Lord did that. He placed me. It's like I got placed here. And there was sort of like a wall here, so when he did my life review, I didn't see the life review, but I saw like a film right there, and he was looking at it here. And after this part, that's why I drew armour, because when I fell to my knees in front of him, I actually heard like a clattering, like maybe Jesus had put armour on me at that point so that I had something on. So I went into hell naked, but I heard a bang on my knees, and it sounded like I had armour on, the way it clanged when my knees went down, I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm going to draw the next part of my NDE soon, so that's going to be when Jesus comes towards me smiling, and the different phases of his earthly form. That's his glorified form in the fire, of the eternity sign that appeared around him, because on earth I'd been looking at that eternity sign and how it meant God. So I think he's trying to show me, I am God, I'm the Alpha Omega, the one that has no beginning or end. Thank you for watching my sketches. I still have quite a way to go. It's taken me a long time, and so I'm sorry some of them aren't very good, but that is probably the closest I can get to what the Lord's eyes looked like, what his beard looks like. It was very well trimmed, very well groomed. Everything about him was very perfect.